Welcome back to the Drunk Rasslin Lounge. I'm your host, as always, Jay McCaffrey, and I am joined by the designated podcaster, Go-Go. Go-Go, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man.
Man, what'd you think of them, all them old syndicated...
Dude.
They were the best,
What I remember of them... all I know is that's Dennis Stamp's music.
That is
Dennis Stamp is a treasure.
He's not coming. He's not booked.
He's not booked.
Well,
he was going to come, but he's not booked.
He's definitely not going to be booked this week.
Mm-mm.
So,
because good God Almighty.
Good God Almighty.
But you know what we're going to do this week though? Like our internet wrestling fan cred is going to go through the roof.
Through the roof?
All this shitting on AEW we've been doing, like. They're gonna get to this episode. They're gonna be like, "What?" Yeah, dude, we're back.
We are back.
Yeah, we're gonna be back in the good graces.
We are. Okay. Well, I look forward to being in the good graces. Internet wrestling community. This week we are starting to run ECW. ECW. Dude, this is your jam, bro.
High production value, great match finishes. We'll get there, I'm sure.
So I realized that all the when I found watching all the syndicated stuff we found, the old territory stuff, I realized that Hardcore TV was on here, like all of it, like back to '93 stuff,
right?
And
which is like pre-Heyman
right,
stuff,
way pre-Heyman,
yeah.
way pre-Heyman,
yeah.
And I was like, we got to do it. We got to do a run. We got to do it. We haven't done a run. We haven't, we just kind of been watching some stuff, and it's been fun. I loved it, but we've been off track doing our run.
Yeah.
So we are going to do a run of ECW, 6 weeks of Hardcore TV, leading up to their very first pay-per-view, Barely Legal, 1997.
Yeah, and for OG fans, back in the old days, we did a Whiskey and Rasslin for Barely Legal, so we're going to put ourselves through watching that again. Which, with the build-up, I'm sure this will all be coherent and good story.
Well, I really had to get excited because I wanted to move on and do the next ECW pay-per-view or do one of the other ones because there's like a couple right after Barely Legal that have...
Yeah, they doubled down. I think they had 4 that year, and that one was in April.
Right. So. And we'll get to those, but this run is probably going to have the most Raven on it.
Yeah.
And I'm all about ECW Raven. I'm not a huge fan. I like Raven fine. I'm not a huge fan of Raven. So I'm not a huge fan of Raven. I'm not a huge fan of ECW, but I am a huge fan of ECW Raven. Well, I feel like that's where the character...
Right, and this is what made Raven that cult favorite, especially in our time when we were big into wrestling in 97, 98. Raven showing up on Nitro was a big deal.
Right.
Because of his ECW run.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be cool, man.
All right. So we are starting. You ready to start?
Yeah, I'm ready, dude.
We are starting. We are on the WWE Network if you would like to watch along. March 4th, 1997, ECW Hardcore TV.
Now you got to go to In-Ring, ECW, then ECW Hardcore TV. There's like 5 options there. Then I'm like, I don't know what any of the rest of these are, except for pay-per-view. One of them must be the TNN show, but yeah. So ECW Hardcore TV. I feel
like every time they update the network, it gets harder to navigate.
Well, I think so too. Like in all the territory stuff's in that In-Ring thing. It's like just put that in its own. But obviously they'd just be doing that for us.
Obviously. Nobody else is watching the territory stuff. Us and Cornette, maybe.
Yeah. There you go. That's who they'd be catering to. All right, man.
All right, we
March
ready?
March 4th, 97. Get that countdown ready. Hopefully we're not going to have technical difficulties here. I don't know what's going on at the bottom of the screen there.
We are going to start in 3, 2, and play.
Go. Well, we're buffering. Hold on.
Buffer.
The only reason I backed out of this is because I wanted to see the date again. Here we go. All right. So we got Raven cutting a promo. Big Brian Lee.
It's the Underfaker, isn't it?
I think so. It's definitely Chains from the DOA.
Definitely Chains from DOA.
He's a big boy. He can play a good Underfaker. And we got Terry Funk on the apron and Tommy Dreamer out there in the
So this is
tiny ring.
This is from CyberSlam '97. Was CyberSlam a show? Do you know?
I don't know if it's maybe like an internet pay-per-view they did.
Internet pay-per-view?
I'll do a little research while you talk.
I feel like there's a whole bunch of I know there's like shows prior to Barely Legal that are treated like pay-per-views, even though Barely Legal was their first. Like I know Barely Legal was their first pay-per-view, so I never quite understand what those necessarily are.
So it was a 2-night show, but I don't know where it was if it was broadcast or where it was broadcast.
Yeah, it was probably just recorded. I mean,
maybe they just recorded it. They probably how they were going to treat it. Here,
I was going to say that. Yeah, they probably recorded it for Hardcore TV. You know, just like indie shows do. Indie shows got to name all their shows, and everything's got to be, you know, oh, this is our Survivor Series.
Right.
This is our WrestleMania. This is our.
Oh, so we get an intro finally. So we got a weird cold open there, ending with Tommy Dreamer power slamming Raven, and now we get a
not pinning him at all.
Well, no, this is ECW, brother.
Sabu.
This is
triple jump. Oh gosh.
So here we got the
dude.
Here we got just the open. Man, how many times do you think we're going to grimace at Sabu on this thing? Like every time?
I just hope we get a lot of Sabu. So Sabu is one of those weird things for me. I hate the way he wrestles. I hate everything he does. I've never been a Sabu fan. I cannot look away from Sabu when he is on the television.
Yeah.
There's just nothing else like him.
It's a car crash thing. It's almost, I don't know what he's, look at this. Funk and Foley.
Chairs.
Everybody throwing the chairs in the ring.
Hey, this is actually legit open, dude.
How about,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about being a wrestler in 96. Like, me standing in that ring, they start chucking all them chairs in there, I'd be like, man, I really don't want to fight 800 people right now, but I'm about to go fight 800 people.
We're about to.
Yeah, I'm going to get killed, but you know what? Don't throw chairs in the ring.
Well, you know, that's the thing. I've explained to some of my students and trainees that are getting out there and wrestling in today's indie market. They don't understand what ECW did to the business, because when we were coming up, when we were young guys trying to get out there, it was like a minefield having to navigate. Every show had to have a couple hardcore matches on it.
Yeah.
There were guys who only did hardcore wrestling. Yep. Like there are no more guys who only do hardcore wrestling. You know, a handful of guys who do like death match stuff.
East Coast, it's all deathmatch guys and CZW guys. But yeah, it's like that. You booked guys for that. Like that was an attraction at that time.
Yeah,
right?
and it was an attraction. It was also just like a thing, you know.
But you go.
I would show up at shows. And they'd be like, all right, we got you in this hardcore triple threat tonight. And I'd be like,
hardcore battle royal.
Oh, yeah? I wish we could find that.
I got hit with a toaster and
a red label. I know that footage is out there somewhere.
It's got to be. You know, you go back, like, the attraction, the hardcore attraction predates what a lot of people think where it came from. So, and 2 weeks ago, we watched it. It was Brody and Abdullah.
Yep.
Right? So, that's what those guys did. Like, Abdullah couldn't wrestle.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like that, and Brody was just crazy enough to do it with him. Like, and he knew it would be good for his character and all that stuff. So, like we had hardcore stuff all the way back then, but I'd bet those were some of the first guys doing that kind of thing.
Well, and it was also different then. You know, I mean, you would see it built to.
Well, sure.
You know, like it was always like you would see the crazy matches. You know, I mean, like they did the Texas bullwhip match and stuff with Dusty and Jimmy Jared Graham, you know, and and they did street fights and stuff then. That street fight,
it was a blow.
Oh, that street fight, we definitely need to do a red label for the Pat Patterson Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, we do, because I don't think I've ever seen it.
Never seen it?
No, I don't think so.
It's legit.
Awesome.
It is legit. Anyway, well, you know, it's interesting too, though, because I've heard Raven say that his body felt better doing the hardcore stuff than when he was doing like the, Scotty the Body, Flying Brian matches in WCW. You know, doing that hardcore with a lot of flips and bumps and stuff. Hardcore, not hardcore. That the cruiserweight style. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the cruiserweight style with a lot of bumps. and he could come here and take less bumps and get hit with stuff that's a work. And stuff that's not a work,
right?
And he said he preferred that. And
well, like there's something to be said for that, because you take 8 bumps in a match and you work every other week or whatever. I'm sure he was working a lot more than that then, but like you work every other week, like you take 8 bumps in a match, like you feel that shit the next day.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a hardcore match, you're gonna feel it, but you took 3 bumps,
right?
or whatever. Like that's just the difference.
Yeah.
Terry Funk had to love this shit, just laying everything in. This is the other big
Terry Funk's.
This was the other big thing about ECW, was the crowd interaction piece.
Yeah.
Like this was almost genius. But my God.
Yeah.
Today, can you imagine? Like, how many lawsuits are we looking at right here? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for real.
Like, Funk doesn't care if he hits a fan.
No.
Like, he's gonna if he hits a fan, he hits a fan. Like, he don't care. And you're never gonna see this outlaw type of guerrilla wrestling stuff ever again. I don't think. Like, it's just it just came along one time.
Everything kind of convert. Paul Heyman had a group of guys who had kind of gotten a little. I mean, half the guys couldn't wrestle.
Yeah.
I mean, Sandman couldn't have a match without the Singapore cane and ladders and stuff.
No.
Like,
But how big of a deal was he here?
Right. Like, exactly.
He got hired by both big companies after being in ECW, right?
He didn't work for WWE.
Well,
he definitely went to WCW.
He did the one night stand.
Later, yeah.
WWE
Later, he got hired for one shots. I don't think he ever had a contract. But he definitely was hardcore hack at WCW. We gotta find
the dark days of WCW.
We gotta find some hardcore hack, dude. Those hardcore matches they tried to bring in. I remember. There's a triple threat. I think it's Bam Bam Bigelow and Hack, maybe Raven, or maybe I don't remember who the third man is.
Raven wasn't there long. Like he jumped over pretty quick. Like I think Raven figured it out before anybody else did. Like, I don't know what's going on around here, but this is not for me.
Well, I'm not sure anything was for Raven except for ECW.
Yeah, that's probably true. Is he already bleeding? Yep.
Okay. Already, they've been fighting all through the crowd and all kinds of
plastic
and
chair.
Now he just got so this is some of our setup for Barely Legal right here, right? So we've got Raven just spiking Terry Funk into the mat. Boom.
And you think about this era, and everybody, all the regular fans of wrestling remember Beyond the Mat, so they remember. Terry Funk was there for the first pay-per-view, and he really, helped him be mainstream about it and stuff. But I always forgot Terry Funk had been there for a few months.
Yeah.
Like he worked a whole deal. Like, and motherfucker's got one knee, and he's 50, right?
Yeah.
At this point,
is he only 50? I thought he was older than 50. Here.
I don't think he's older than 50, brother. Like
He looks older than 50.
Well, hell yeah, he looks older than 50. You kidding me? At the Open, remember them? He was in a ring where people were throwing chairs into it.
Yeah.
All that shit he did to himself in Japan.
Yeah, I guess he would because.
But he debuted in the 70s.
By 98. Well, so he was 56 in 98.
There you go.
And I remember that because I will never forget. JR calling Chainsaw Charlie. He's middle-aged and crazy. and the king goes, middle-aged? How many 112-year-olds you know? He's old and crazy.
That's a math joke. Good job, King. What did I just... Oh, man. I didn't know that was on there.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said it on
My bad. Keep talking, Jared. I'll clean up.
Jonesy spilled, but it's only Diet Coke. It's not a party foul, so no worries.
Well, I spilled the whole damn thing, though, didn't I?
I don't know, did you? I mean, it took us 10 minutes to look back there.
Sure did.
All right, we got Terry Funk firing up on Raven. Working him now. It's coming back. Raven's getting his. Oh, looking for the spinning toe hold.
Uh-oh.
This is that funk,
That's still a
that
finish?
classic funk finish. Well, the funks had the specialty. They knew how to do it.
That too?
Oh yeah, Papa Funk did it. The dad Funk.
Dory Senior.
Dory Senior. They all did it, man. It was the funk spinning toe hold.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Almost done here.
Well, Chains is in the ring with the garbage can. So.
Brian Lee, Jaron.
Oh yeah, Brian Lee. The Underfaker. Coming on strong now.
That's another thing that we need to mention. Hold on.
That Brian Lee invented the American Badass gimmick.
Yes,
and
he did.
Undertaker stole it.
Yeah, Undertaker stole the American Badass gimmick. So this was a time when ECW was doing a lot of talent trade with WWE. Like that's this era, and you find out later that Vince WWE was helping ECW with payroll a lot and everything like that. Not that it mattered.
Well, not that it mattered. And then later, they just wholesale stole the Attitude Era from ECW.
Yeah, they did. Absolutely. Good Lord.
So they're doing this thing.
Wait, Dreamer should know better. Don't even check on Funk. He's fine.
So Dreamer and Funk are just getting blasted. Funk is just getting blasted by this garbage can from 15-foot Brian Lee, and they're both trying to fight their way up.
Yeah.
And like
just killing him with it,
man. And
Brian Lee and Funk don't have color. The other two are bleeding like stuck pigs.
Well, and this whole is interesting to see because they're telling such a story here, and I think one of the things that set ECW apart, the reason XCW and all the pretenders that tried to come along and were like, oh, ECW made a go off of it with just hardcore wrestling.
Right.
We can. They didn't quite get that ECW had, Raven and Terry Funk, Tommy Dreamer, like these guys were great storytellers, and they used like the hardcore wrestling they used to tell a story. They didn't just It wasn't just garbage wrestling.
Right,
yeah. It wasn't just garbage wrestling. Now, ECW had plenty of garbage wrestling.
Yes, absolutely.
But if you have a few guys...
New Jack's going to be out there. He's not going to tell any story whatsoever.
Right.
I hope he doesn't murder me. But
if you have some guys...
Look at this. It's like a can't continue thing.
Yeah.
Because Terry Funk's an old man and a giant monster just hit him, killed him with a garbage can, and he can't stand up now. And this woman's a legit EMT because she's really concerned.
And Tommy Dreamer is doing his best to hold Terry Funk down. Wow. So he can't. So he has to give up. Like
what was that shove, dude? It's like, hey, honestly, get back because Terry's going to stand back up and be a maniac.
Yeah, I'm really trying to save the end of this match, guys. Terry Funk will fight you to death if I don't stop him.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, has anybody played drunken old punch-drunken old man better than Terry Funk?
Never ever.
So
Never,
probably
ever.
legit.
I don't know if I go that far. So they're moving Terry Funk.
We're getting him out of there.
Got him out.
Get him on the gurney. He ain't
and
gonna
it's
stay
so
there,
good, man. Like to appreciate what Terry Funk's doing here, because you watch this and I really, you just said probably real, right? He's probably really punch drunk. We've seen Terry Funk and he's fine-ish.
Yeah, that's what. So, that's the point. But
this is believable, man.
The level of believability when he sold and everything like that, that's why Terry Funk's a legend.
Yeah,
it's not It's not all this trash wrestling he did in Japan or anything like that.
Well,
he's a legend because of this looks real.
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
sure
And that's the point I'm trying to get to.
What we're being sold by Joey Styles right now is he shouldn't be wrestling. Like, get him out of there. This whole thing, there's this feigned concern to make this look legit.
This looks real. Like,
and you don't
like,
ever see this kind of shit anymore.
Yeah, it looks like Terry Funk wants to die in that ring, and everybody is trying to stop Terry Funk from dying in that ring. Even Raven and Chains, or Brian Lee, backed off.
Yeah,
and were willing to
they were
willing to take the W.
Right.
As a,
Well, there wasn't even a pin.
But Terry Funk is fighting all the way to the back.
The finish of that match was, big ass Brian Lee just beat the shit out of an old guy with a trash can, and somebody's like, "Hey, we got to stop doing this.
Right.
This is a hate crime or something." Like, we can't keep doing this. Here comes Stevie Richards,
Blue World Order,
and a kid.
That's the Sandman's kid.
Okay, well,
I see. Oh man, that's the Sandman kids and the Sandman wife with Stevie Richards. Why is that a thing?
I feel like I've said this before, and I don't know what we were watching, but I feel like Stevie Richards was a huge miss, dude.
I feel like Stevie Richards
miss.
Super overrated.
Yeah,
he had his
big
chance.
Miss, man.
He had his chance in both major companies, and he didn't do anything with it.
You know what? Too, like, to that point, like, he legit fucked himself up in ECW, like, neck injury.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know how much that held him back. I always thought he was great in the right to censor. I thought he was good, but he was a manager. Like, he didn't wrestle, as that, and like, but I always thought of the ECW guys in this era that I watched, like, Stevie Richards was one of the better ones. One of the ones I enjoyed more, like one of the ones that I thought I could see on Mondays. Which we did. To your point, we did.
I don't want to just completely disregard. I don't want to disregard Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray. Oh, he's
Stevie Richards. Whoa, was she wearing underwear?
I think so. Raven just DDT'd
this was on syndicated late night television.
Yeah, Raven just DDT'd the Sandman's ex-wife.
Why is
they had done that storyline? So they had done the storyline.
Okay.
Oh, here comes Tommy Dreamer. The Sandman's kid went to get Tommy Dreamer. He's coming back.
And they don't
go to the back, kiddo. I'll help Stevie Richards.
They don't have youth sizes in the BWO shirt, so
no, just
they gave that kid a medium, and it goes down to his ankles.
Extra medium.
Uh-oh.
So Tommy Dreamer came in to make the save, just gets kicked and chokeslammed.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, boy.
It's the Sandman! Here he comes, Sandman with his kid. So I wonder if
child
this is
endangerment.
Well, I wonder how much of this is like, because I didn't follow it. I know they did the storyline where Raven versus Sandman, and the ex-wife and the little kid went with Raven.
Oh, okay.
So they had even done, like, they'd even did a spot in the ring where,
the pocket beer, best beer.
Yeah. I mean, that's all we got.
And that
let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
No, I love watching Sandman. Dude, he's the worst.
Oh, good sell.
He's the worst. And now he's gonna clear. Is he just gonna get chokeslammed?
I hope so.
If he came and drank,
yes.
No, okay, I was gonna say. No, here comes the Singapore Cane.
Oh.
So, and maybe we're still.
There's still a referee out there. What is going on?
It's ECW. This match is still going on,
this
bro.
This is chaos. The kid's gonna get in the ring soon, I'm sure. And hey,
I gotta say, so I've swung a kendo stick.
Man.
Sandman was a marksman with the kendo stick, dude. If I swung a kendo stick at your big forehead, I'm not sure I'm gonna hit it. Hopefully, I'll get close.
It's all about that short arm action he's got.
And he would zero in and split dudes' foreheads open with that stuff.
Hey, that was the point I was about to make.
Also, he just won this match.
Great. This is phenomenal. Hey, kid.
So let me finish real quick.
Okay.
Because I think this is all payoff, because legit he did they did the storyline with him and Raven, and all of a sudden Raven was with his ex-wife, and then they had at one point, you know, Sandman was getting ready to cane Raven, and the little kid jumped in the way, and he couldn't hit the kid, and the little kid was like, "You're a bad dad. You're drunk, and Raven's my daddy now."
Wow.
And Sandman walked away, screaming, "Don't do this to me! Don't do this to me!" And then they had to come back. So I bet this is like the final payoff to that. You know?
Yeah. Take that BWO shirt off, brother.
Give him
it's too
give
big.
him a Sandman shirt. Oh, Sandman doesn't have shirts.
Yeah, he doesn't have a shirt. He's got these pinstripe black shirts.
He doesn't keep extra.
No.
He doesn't keep extra pajama pants.
Yeah, he doesn't have any more Zubaz for his kid. That kid looks scared, man. I feel bad for him.
So hold on. Let's also, can we track the timeline of this? Because,
I don't think we can.
Yeah, hold on. I'm about to.
We're going to need the internet.
So we have a whole match. That's this tag match. Kind of tornado, just everybody out there. It's Raven and 7-foot monster Brian Lee and wrestling legend Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer, the ECW original, the Mr. ECW, and they're fighting and they're brawling all over, and they get in, and Brian Lee brings the hammer, and he's got the trash can, and he's killing Terry Funk, crushing him, right? Crushing him.
Yeah.
And then to the point, Tommy Dreamer is trying to cover up Terry Funk and stop him from fighting, and you know, come on, get him out of here. We throw in the towel. It's all over. And now, and they take Terry Funk out, and this match is just over. But then Stevie Richards comes running out with some chick and this little kid, and runs in the ring and gets smacked and chokeslammed by
Brian Lee.
Immediately. And the little kid goes back and gets Tommy Dreamer. And Tommy Dreamer comes out and gets stomped and chokeslammed immediately.
Yep.
And then the little kid runs in the back and gets the Sandman. And the Sandman comes out, has time to, you know, drink a pocket beer.
Yep.
And then canes everybody, pins Raven, and wins the match. What the hell happened?
I guess I wasn't paying enough attention.
What the hell happened?
I don't know.
And then they paid that off by Tommy Dreamer and Stevie Richards being friends.
Yeah.
They're like, we're cool, buddy. So after the Sandman leaves with his kid.
No, Terry Funk's dead. Like he's got early onset dementia from these cane shots. What's going on here? Who is that?
Oh,
that's LittleGuido and
that's isn't that Jack Victory?
I don't know who Jack Victory is.
I think that's Jack Victory.
I wish ECW could have afforded graphics back then.
No, that's Tracy Smothers.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was part of the Full-Blooded Italians.
That's right, he was. I just didn't realize with the bleach blonde hair, I guess.
Maybe not. I don't know who that is. We should have the sound.
Yeah, if you guys know, write in.
At us.
Yeah. Also,
who's this jobber he's about to?
Also,
he's about
at
to beat?
ECW and tell them that they need screen graphics.
At ECW. Like sometimes it catches him from angles, and I'm like, oh, that's definitely Tracy Smothers. But you're right, the bleach blonde hair and the cowboy boots. I don't know who that ever was, or why he's out there with a full-blooded Italian.
Well, he was getting paid.
Well, okay, I guess.
And
why is he out there is not the right the right question.
That wasn't. I wasn't being an asshole, but I guess I was. He's out there to show.
While we do a tasting, I'm done with this.
He's out there to show that real men wear denim jackets, denim jeans, and snakeskin boots.
It's a great Canadian tuxedo.
All right, yeah, it is. Let's.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
We got some Bushmills.
Little Bushmills, white label, triple
white
distilled, finest blended.
This is a white. So this is the baseline Bushmills. So I've only had an expensive Bushmills.
Right.
So I wanted to try this. I've never had the basic Bushmills, so I grabbed the most basic Bushmills I could find. Not that it was super expensive. There was like 3 others that were the same price.
Yeah. It's like a Jameson.
Yeah, I mean it's
price.
a pretty easy.
So it's an Irish whiskey. It's I've almost every time I've had Bushmills.
Ooh, it's bad on the nose.
After I've had the white label, it's
Yeah.
been Black Bush or
Yeah.
some of the more expensive ones.
I did not enjoy that nose, Jonesy. It's got a funk.
Feet.
Yeah. Real
It's
bad.
got a feet on the nose.
It's a little sweat socky.
Wow, that was a great Rana.
Was it? I'm
Sorry
not even,
for watching
I'm not
wrestling.
Even, yeah, I'm not even watching this match.
Hard Rock denim jacket.
Not
Big fan.
not Colt Cabana here taking LittleGuido to school.
When you said who's that jobber, I almost said it's 16-year-old Colt Cabana.
Yeah, no joke.
I almost did. Colt Cabana's a way better athlete than this guy, though.
Yeah, way better. He's also a way better wrestler.
Cheers, brother.
It's not terrible. It's better. It's
It's
better.
a pretty funky, nondescript blended whiskey, though.
Well,
man.
it's better on the tongue than it is on the nose.
Yeah,
but
for sure. But there's still some of that weird fun. It almost tastes like a skunky beer.
Yeah.
Like it's got that like.
Yeah.
Did you buy that off of some old guy's shelf? Like was it? I've had this one since 1974.
No.
You know.
I bought it brand new at a fancy big box store.
Oh well.
I don't know. Is Benny's a big box store?
Best Buy.
I feel like
You bought it at Best Buy.
No, I bought it at Benny's. Bought it at Best Buy. Yes, Best Buy's liquor department.
I think Benny's is Illinois only, but the point remains, it's a
Well, I'm trying to help Benny's go worldwide. Benny's
worldwide.
the best place to buy liquor.
Yeah,
And that's what it could sound like, Benny's,
Yeah.
if you wanted to sponsor the podcast.
that's right. It would sound.
I also buy
awesome.
I also buy all my cigars at Benny's.
Oh.
Benny's, the best place for cigars.
They got good chips.
And that's what
there,
it could
too.
sound like,
Yeah,
Benny's.
Yeah,
Good chips.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever bought chips.
No, they got the Chicagoland chips up by the register there.
Hmm.
Anyway, we're not in Chicago, by the way.
Oh, we are in Chicago.
We are.
The Saudis,
Illinois is
the
Chicago.
Saudis are probably still looking for you, so
Oh shit!
we're in Chicago.
I thought you said they were going to get Cornette before me.
well, I was saying it could be like a stop.
But I guess
so.
Louisville's not that far away. I
No,
guess.
that's what I was saying.
It's a day's drive.
they make the stop together.
I mean, it's not a day's drive. It's like 4 days' drive. You guys should probably fly. Anyway, this is
It's
great.
got like a super awkward sweetness. I'm still tasting the Bushmills.
Yeah,
Like there's a sweetness on the tongue, except it's not enjoyable at all.
so I can tell you for certain, I've only ever had this with ice and water.
Yeah.
So, or a cola, a soft drink, but I've never had it just straight like this.
Yeah, this is. I will probably be able to mix it into cola.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it'll probably get drank. But,
Oh, it's gonna get drank.
But I will never buy a Bushmills again. I'm not impressed.
yeah.
Not a fan.
Not well. Which Bushmills did you bring to the party that we were talking about?
I
was
don't.
good. That was good as shit.
That was really
it was like
good.
a smoky
I really,
blended whiskey.
Yeah,
It was different.
I
man.
really liked that.
That was awesome.
I really liked that, which is why I expected to really like this. Now, it's been so long ago, I don't remember which one that was.
Yeah.
I just remember I was looking for a more expensive whiskey. A more expensive Irish whiskey because I knew somebody liked Irish whiskey. So I picked up an expensive Irish whiskey.
Good guy.
Not super expensive. It's not like it was a $300 bottle. I think it was
Well, why would you do that?
I think it was a $100 bottle though.
Oh.
It was good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was good. I liked it.
I
but
loved it,
this
too.
this $20 bottle Bushmills is trash, which, $20 bottle, whatever.
Should be better. You can get Jameson for
still be-
$20,
should
man.
still be palatable.
That's what I'm saying.
For
Like,
sure.
That's your Irish whiskey competitor.
You can get proper 12 for $20.
Yeah.
That's
well,
way better.
Proper 12's shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I feel like
It's
that's
way
always
better.
way cheaper than Jameson even. But
It's better. It's cheaper than Jameson and Bushmills, and
Yeah.
I like it better than
yeah,
both.
me too.
Of course, I'm not the Jameson guy you are anyway. So
Sure, yeah. But, you've drank enough blended whiskeys. You know what's good and what's not.
yeah,
This match is still going on.
this match is still
It's a jobber match.
Well,
I
it
think.
is. It is.
We don't know who that guy is. Never mind.
Well, it's an indie show. I think that says something. It's. Oh, he
won. He's not a jobber.
He is not a jobber, and this was not a jobber match. But are they going to restart that match? Or look, the big Blondie's in there. He's mad.
No, Guido's dad's pissed.
Big Blondie is so mad he took off his denim jacket.
Yeah.
Now and is only in the leather vest he was wearing underneath the leather jacket. Because he is the indie wrestler.
Just sweating out man all over everywhere. His white T-shirt's like a weird FM classic rock station white T-shirt. And
he is
awesome.
He is the early 90s dude I've ever seen. Like he's definitely not 80s.
Hey, son.
We need to know who this is. Let's see if I can find it.
I can turn on maybe.
No, we don't need
closed captioning.
I mean, I'm sure they're not gonna. No, it's always bad when we have the closed captioning.
Okay, I don't.
Because you spend the whole time reading it.
You're right. I do. You're right. I do. That's what everybody tunes in for, so I can read to them.
Yeah. Yes.
He's mad though, man. That is a dude. Like, I recognize that guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Tracy Smothers was not that old, though, in 97. That's my only deal. That guy's old. I bet that guy's not with us anymore. God rest. You ain't S *** T. Good sign.
What?
you ain't S *** T.
Well, he didn't want to get
soot. You ain't soot.
He ain't soot, though.
You ain't slut. Okay, they're friends again. I always thought LittleGuido was a little underrated. Oh, Brian Lee's cutting a promo. I bet this is good.
I don't think LittleGuido was underrated. I think LittleGuido was exactly where he should have been.
Yeah?
I really do.
I think LittleGuido...
He was a solid guy.
I think LittleGuido could have been another Dean Malenko in that cruiserweight division. Not that he would have been as good as Dean Malenko, just that same role. I think he could have been that same type of guy in a cruiserweight division. I really do. Which maybe that doesn't mean he's underrated.
Well, but okay. I don't disagree skill-wise, but he did not carry himself with the same severity,
sure,
like the same serious. He was not Dean Malenko.
Which
the other thing. Also, remember he had like a big long WWE run.
Yes,
he was
did.
Like the cruiserweight champ there and stuff.
You're right.
That's why I say I feel like he got his.
You're absolutely right.
What he deserved. You know what I mean?
I feel like in this era, I guess is what I meant. Like he couldn't have been the Iceman because I feel like the Iceman was just a detriment on Dean Malenko's charisma. Like, oh, Dean Malenko just looks like he's going to slap me in my mouth every time I see him, and that's the only look he gives anybody. Okay,
that's fair.
Perfect. But LittleGuido had a little bit more charisma. Like he could have, I feel like he could have had that role and maybe done a little bit more than what Dean did. Even though, like, as I say it, like I'm like, this is blaspheme. I'm blaspheming, because Dean was great.
Yeah.
Like I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm just saying I feel like that's the comp for LittleGuido at that time. Like he could have done that role.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
That's high praise. That's the only high praise we're going to give ECW. Wait, we've already done that a lot this podcast.
For sure.
Yeah, man. We're ECW converts.
And I'm not finding that who that manager was, so
I don't think he was a manager. Look at these boots.
Probably giving up on it.
Hey.
We got Raven. This is the whole reason I'm watching. Look at Raven. Just sitting back here.
I'm just champ. No big deal. Who the fuck is he talking to?
Well, I think we're not supposed to know.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, dude. ECW. So ECW did that stuff, man. So ECW's the big thing.
So somebody's just there doing a Hulk Hogan impression or
no,
something?
No, Paul Heyman was the.
I think my favorite.
Paul Heyman.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Paul Heyman is the. Gosh, he's the mystery box guy of wrestling.
Yes.
the
for sure.
God, who is that? Help me out.
The mystery box.
Yeah,
that's the preacher.
J.J. Abrams. J.J.
Abrams.
J.J.
Okay,
Abrams.
I got you.
Paul Heyman is the J.J. Abrams of wrestling. He will always go for the what the hell is that? What the hell's going on over the here's the big reveal.
Yeah. I like the cowboy boots because I looked at them. I'm like, those are great cowboy boots. They're wrestling boots. They have laces. They just have cowboy boot tops. Here's another deal. Like, can you imagine wearing those with no wrap around your ankle? Like, my God. We wear boots. I know most of the kids these days wear the kick pads and the wrestling shoes, but
hate it.
Like, those boots, that has to be worse than a kick pad and wrestling shoe, right? For ankle support?
Oh, it's Terry Funk.
Oh,
it's Terry Funk.
You gotta.
So had we been listening to this, we would have known right away.
Yeah. Raven!
I'm gonna kill you, you some bitch. Why is his ear taped on?
I don't know.
Tape my ear back on. Oh, no, remember he was like bleeding out of his ear. He had do you think he bladed his ear? There's no way Terry Funk didn't blade his ear for that first tag match.
Yeah,
right?
it was a trash can shot, so for sure. I love it,
man.
Granddad in a trucker hat yelling at me and cowboy boots. Like, I'd be as ambivalent as Raven right now. I'd be like, okay, whatever. Sorry, brother.
Yeah, legit though.
Vietnam was awful.
Awesome.
I agree with you.
How awesome must this promo be?
Oh, I'm sure it's great,
dude.
I'm sure it's awesome.
I love.
I want you guys to all listen to this instead of us.
I love watching it. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep talking. You can go back. Yeah. You can pause this and go back and listen to it.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I love. That's fair. I love watching it. I mean, Raven's holding it. Raven's staring him down, just like Raven probably should.
Yeah,
you know, you're absolutely right. Like Raven's that punk that know that.
Yeah, he was ambivalent for the first 4 minutes of this promo, however long it's been.
Yeah,
and then
Grandpa in a trucking hat comes in yelling at him.
They let Granddad
old timer.
They let Granddad cowboy wrestling boots get in there, and somebody's denim jacket over here. I don't know who's over here, but good job, cameraman. Get right in his face. That's when Raven needs to start paying attention, because that's when Terry Funk is probably just chewing through the scenery.
Yeah,
right
dude.
now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's just
Terry
killing
Funk
it.
In his element.
Yeah,
doing his thing.
There it is again.
Well, that's Raven's knee.
Oh, okay. I thought that maybe that was Terry Funk's wife just sitting on Raven's lap or something. Or that manager who was all in denim.
Oh, that
maybe he changed his denim to like a
sit on Raven's
blue.
lap.
Yeah. All right, I want to listen. Okay.
Dude, he was just standing there. Good job, guys.
I need to hear this.
Good job, guys.
Joey Styles with acne on his forehead. Proud of you, Joey.
He's 12 here, dude. What you want from the man?
No, that's...
He's in his dad's suit.
I'm super proud of him for all he's accomplished and how good he was. And legit how good he was. Like, beyond ECW.
I'll always give him... I will always remember Joey Styles, not for anything he did in ECW, not for any of the calls he did working for the WWE. I'll always remember Joey Styles for the one promo leading up to WCW, or leading up to ECW One Night Stand, where he cussed everybody out. It was like, I'm not good enough to call Backlash? I got bumped from Backlash? Yes, Joey Styles.
Axel Rotten, Spike Dudley, match in progress, I guess.
Match
and this
match of the year.
This booger eater here's looking down the aisle and whatever. I don't know.
He's waving his son. He's waving his son to go get him a beer.
Yeah.
No, the next one.
2 of them. Asshole. Oh,
here come the Dudleys. Are they coming to help Spike? Was Spike ever
God
a member
Almighty.
of the Dudleys?
I don't know.
I've never seen Spike do anything but fight the Dudleys, even though he was Spike Dudley.
Well, not sure I would have let Axel Rotten do that to me.
That's fine.
He probably didn't have a choice
either.
either.
Pinned me that way.
Oh, quick cut.
Whoa.
And
hey, what about
no abs on Spike?
Hold on though. What about Bubba Ray just saving Spike's life?
Yeah, sure,
dude.
Yep,
that was awesome. Most people won't appreciate that. They'll just be like, "Oh, that looks weird."
Yeah.
Spike Dudley did not come up for that power slam, right?
Not at all.
And some guys just would have dropped him and hoped he survived. Bubba Ray pushed him up the extra and then stepped out from under him to make sure that he didn't die.
Are these guys like
Axel a Dudley? What the hell is going on here?
That's what I was just gonna say. Are these guys like? What is this guy in these boxer shorts? Why is he helping us? Like he didn't even fall down for the 3D. Like who's their manager again? Was that Big Dick?
No, well, Big Dick Dudley was a guy. No, the manager is. Who is that? That's not.
Does he have a fucking tennis racket?
They were managed by Joel Gertner for a while. Who is that guy? That guy was.
Joel Gertner was 13 years old when. Oh fuck.
Yes. Yes.
The Gangsters.
The Gangsters versus the Dudleys. This is why I showed up tonight, Jonesy.
Oh my God.
Hey, I bet New Jack doesn't stab Bubba Ray because Bubba Ray will pull his taint off.
Well, New Jack knew who to stab. He did not misplay that card ever because he's still alive, and there are enough fucking psychopaths in ECW. Come on, man. There's a guitar for no reason. Oh. He's playing that guitar.
Yeah, he always played the guitar.
Hell yeah,
they
he did.
smack him.
Yeah. Fucking. Here's the thing, like, here's what makes me like absolutely love Bubba Ray.
Okay.
He loved this shit, dude. In whatever incarnation, like he was going to be the most loyal motherfucker there was.
Bubba Ray,
like
dude.
he saw New Jack coming to the ring. He's like, I'm getting out and I'm catching him.
Yeah.
Like he's coming to the ring, I'm attacking him. And it's like, if it was me, like I don't think I could be that enthusiastic. Like I really don't. Like I'm not getting out there to fucking mess with New Jack. And Jesus Christ, Ian Rotten.
He's gushing.
Or Axel Rotten.
This wrong Rotten. So he had a whole match with Spike.
Look at this. Nothing happened.
They're all bleeding.
Yeah. Like, did we just have a weird cut? Nothing happened.
So it's entirely possible.
Everybody's on fire.
I bet we cut out 7 minutes of this.
You're probably right.
I bet we cut out 7 minutes of this.
New Jack's going to the balcony.
Everybody's bleeding. Yeah, we get a New Jack dive.
Get out of the way, kid. I'll shove you or stab you.
You stab that little kid?
Yeah! We don't know if he made it or not. Well, when they set that table up, I'm like, that's way too far. Who do they think's jumping off of here? It's like Carl Lewis.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Bubba. Hey, dude, Bubba.
Just a pool of Devon and fucking.
So I think
New Jack blood. There's look at Devon.
Devon's gushing.
Yeah,
dude.
He's bleeding out, dude.
Hey, these guys. The thing about the Dudleys, they went all in on whatever the style was, wherever they were at.
Yeah, and they were great at it.
They were great at it.
Like great.
I think they
the
get
best house show wrestler I've ever seen in my life is Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that means he's a great indie wrestler. Like, because that motherfucker at a house show, like a WWE house show, he didn't have to do anything. Mm-hmm. Loudest guy in the entire room. Like, louder than any of the crowd. He could scream over the crowd. Like, that whole deal, like, no matter the crowd size.
Well, he's a New York Italian.
Yeah, you hear Bubba Ray. Hey! You hear him selling and doing his deal. Like,
awesome.
He's the best house show wrestler I've ever seen.
I think, the Dudley boys get a ton of credit, and I think they still don't get the credit they deserve.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Because it's always they're always the third wheel in that conversation you have about the Hardys and Edge and Christian, because that's what they're most associated with.
Right.
Where it's the whole TLC stuff
right.
that those guys all pioneered. But Edge and Christian and the Hardys did that before they were involved, right?
Right.
But the dimension they added to that match was just, you know.
And I think even just when you watch a Dudleys match,
I want to rewind so you can watch New Jack's elbow just now.
No, I don't need to see it.
I'm 100% sure he just did the point right into here on that guy. Point of his elbow. I'm trying to murder this guy.
I'm pretty sure New Jack was in there to take people out. Like New Jack.
Like, why is he doing it to Devon? I love Devon.
Listen,
remember this match started.
I don't know if
by them beating up Devon or beating up Spike.
Right.
Okay. That's why Axel Rotten's still out there.
So
and I'm guessing Spike's out there somewhere too.
That was an ECW thing too.
Ugh.
Like
God, dude.
Mustafa just smacking Devon with that chair, and the chairs, or Bubba smacking Bubba with that chair.
Look at Bubba right now, looking around like,
chair
hey,
just stays on his head.
Hey, can I wrestle New Jack right now? Or is he?
Nobody ever said that.
No.
Nobody ever said.
I think
especially
Bubba might
not
have
to
just
Mustafa.
now.
Nobody ever said that to Mustafa.
This is ugly, man.
This is amazing. This is my favorite.
Here,
dude, I just got so excited for
what are you doing?
The next 5
Axel,
weeks.
stop him. You're right. You're right. Oh,
there you go, Axel.
Yep.
Have one. I was gonna do that. Get out of the way, Bubba. And New Jack just threw that chair at Axel. New Jack hit him with that chair
and didn't look up again. Over. Thank
All
God.
Right.
Dude.
Hold on. Real talk.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen the end of a New Jack match. And that's it. That's Hardcore TV.
We're done.
It's amazing. Hey,
let's eat some pizza.
I am all in on this ECW.
This is
I was
kind of
like,
dude.
listen. I was totally, like I said, I've never been an ECW guy.
What kind of mess was that show?
That show's hot mess. But that's how ECW was, dude.
ECW
would do
chaos.
this thing where it was like they would start a match and then they'd just start having run-ins happen until somebody got a pin.
Right. We're out. Diamond Cutter, let's go.
Yeah. That was amazing.
Dude, that was their game though. Like it was chaos. It was fucking outlaw guerrilla
dude
fucking wrestling.
For
like
real.
It was like, we're gonna show you everything you have not seen anywhere else.
Yeah.
And you're getting it all at once.
Yep.
And
now
this show's gonna be dirty as fuck.
Yeah, it was. Hey, here's the other thing too. I'm just gonna go ahead and point out. We talked in the beginning all that stuff they did with Raven and Terry Funk and all that stuff, and even though it went way off the rails with Sandman and Stevie Richards and stuff, you know, the storytelling that was in with those guys, we pointed out specifically. That last garbage was
nothing.
just garbage wrestling.
Nothing. Yeah.
Just I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna hit you with this. I'm gonna jump off this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall here. I'm gonna throw this chair at you as hard as I can.
Yeah.
Like
I think we can find the delineate. Never mind. I think we can find that line there.
Yeah, for sure.
Whenever New Jack and Mustafa comes out. So.
I mean, that's definitely one of the places.
Yeah.
We barely paid attention to that LittleGuido match, but it had to be hot garbage, right?
It was a wrestling match. Like, see, that's the other thing. Like, that's difficult about ECW to reconcile these days. Like, they had the best wrestling at this time. Not at this time, but like a year prior, they had Dean, they had Eddie, they had Benoit, they had Jericho. Like all those guys were there at the same time.
Yeah.
Like they were doing that shit before Nitro started doing it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so it's hard to reconcile what ECW was at this time, and ECW didn't know what to do with themselves. They thought, well, you know, We send New Jack out there with a staple gun. People go fucking ape shit. Or we could send Benoit as White Pegasus or whatever his name was.
Flying Pegasus.
Whatever. And
Flying
Guerrero,
Pegasus?
we could send these two guys out there and just,
What was it? It was something Pegasus.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember. Anyway. I'm juiced. I am juiced.
Dude, we're going to have to get color on this thing for last week.
We're going to have to bleed.
Yeah.
Bleed for Hardcore TV.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us last night. Last night?
Last night, too.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yes.
Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did. And we'll be back next week with more ECW Hardcore TV.
We're going to Barely Legal, man.
Until then, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. Make sure you rate us and review us if you're watching us on your favorite podcasting app, whether it's Podbean, Google Play, whatever is happening on Apple these days, Spotify, any of those. Help us get all up in that algorithm. Follow us on Twitter, @DrunkRasslin. Follow us. Find us on Facebook, Drunk Rasslin. RASSLIN. Drunk spelled like it's supposed
Drunk.
to be. Check out our website, the hub, the home base, the headquarters, drunkwrestling.com. And guys, as always, make sure you're drinking responsibly. And we raise a glass to you for joining us tonight. We will see y'all next week.
Cheers.